I have played this endgame. I don't even know how many times. I truly don't. Doesn't matter if we win or lose this position or draw. I'm happy to be here. This is definitely a very good position. Obviously, I was very excited to go to sleep, wake up, and ban will be fine. You know, so that does it for some people. Good morning, Jake. Back from OTB. Oh, okay. SDC. Hello, Sam. You say that we'll be fine, and yet you play like you're the one that's enjoys doing the whipping, so. Good morning, Felix. Ubitzia, after a successful August of, well, we still have Cook Unity. We're still looking for signups. But after a successful August of Cook Unity, completing feedback for the boys and girls. Let's go here. What can we do this fine morning? Let's go like this. This is a morning to give thanks. What would the people like? GeoGuessr, chess, marbles. Got my coffee. I definitely need that. Okay, good casino. It's a good start then. We've taken care of that department. F3 is a key move. Control these squares. I think I would I'd almost like to trade one pair of rooks, but not two. So it's like, you know, we can play this, but I think I'd rather at least wait a little bit. But I would potentially trade one pair of rooks. In the end, I do want to trade both pairs of rooks, so I'm not against that. But my point is, I don't want to do it right away because we both have 8 minutes on the clock. I can win some end games, but with 8 minutes on the clock, it's a lot of time. So ideally, if I'm trading, I'd like to trade a little bit later so that time is a bit more of a consideration for everyone involved. But you can never complain about this position. We got here from London. Doesn't matter if we win or lose this position or draw. I'm happy to be here, no matter what. This is definitely a very good position. We have a big blockade in front of an isolated pawn with a better bishop. Pieces are kind of dominated. There's not really any access points. I feel like you can only be satisfied with a position like this. can go maybe with one of these two. I'll do this one. Bit of a lazy move here. Does allow this. I guess we'll have to take and go rook here. Normally I'd play like probably h4. Just because h5 can only be good for us, but this is a little bit of a sleepy move. You can see what my intention is. Because I said I probably don't want to trade both. I'd rather just trade one rook, but unfortunately this move came at a small price, which is allowing knight e4. So a little bit of a sleepy move there, but fortunately we are able to trade a pair of rooks here. The idea was good, but the execution could have been a little bit off there. Take with either. I'm not sure it really matters. The knight looks good, so I'll probably take this way. Let's do that. Thank you very much, good old Tesh, gifting to our hopefully big improver in the channel. He's on trajectory for, 2,800 in a year, so we'll take it. My opponent has offered me a draw. Interesting. Gonna have to ignore that one there, Chief. So you see what I mean, which is that now we both have 6 minutes on the clock. By the time I trade rooks, I'm hoping that we at least are under 3 minutes each, so that there's a little more to play for. So I'm trying to make a few more threats. Thank you very much. We'll be fine now. Banned for gifting to random samurai. You're gifting to someone who's been stuck at 1800 forever. That's very kind. And he wants to get to 2500. I respect the goal. I respect the goal. Latinum Blonde, thank you for the morning energy. Thank you for 5 kick subs. We're trying to massage a position here, Latinum. Okay, this one is okay. I think I want to facilitate maybe bishop b3, also knight e2 f4. I'm not going to win this pawn, like it's just not going to occur, but I can put pressure. So we're just going to reposition the pieces. Again, it's going to force him into action. It's going to reduce the time. I'm not looking to win the game outright with these moves, but they make things happen. Good morning, Brazilian Monk. The kids were offering draws every move at your OTB, Sam. That pissed me off. It's against the rules, right, Sam? If you offer a draw and your opponent declines it or doesn't accept it, let's say, you can't offer a draw again. You're not allowed to. So I already told you guys my plan. You know what it is. Okay. I can't tell. Maybe he's going here? It's kind of a peculiar move. Suppose we'll find out. Interesting. Rook e2, maybe he's going there. Can also go like this. Again, we're not planning to win using this plan. We're just trying to find out. Am I taking any challenges? You mean like, how do I say it? You're not talking about like just regular challenges. You're talking about like difficult challenges. Rook e8, yeah, this makes sense. A4, don't know about A4. It's kind of on the wrong color. I could do it. Bishop A4, just rook E7. But again, I'm not making moves to win this position outright. I'm just like trying to annoy him a little bit. But I'm also trying to look productive out there. I'm trying to look like I'm making some threats. And now we're at that like 3-4 minute mark, so. Bishop here, bishop here. If he trades rooks, my king has a very quick access. So I'm gonna let him think about this. So he has, yeah, he's forced to do this basically. And he's, you know, he's down 1.5 minutes. That's pretty significant for an endgame, so. And if I bring my king here, all of his pieces, for example, might become tied down. Maybe you can make something happen there. We do want to eventually play this move. Question is, so A3, B6, I'm wondering about C4. Takes. If bishop F3, we take on F7. And I think that, like, then we're going to win everything there. I feel like that's pretty good. And if the king suddenly goes to defend, we take this, but we lose this. I mean, it's not that great. I do think this is interesting. Maybe he'll play A5, B6. But, okay, we don't have to take it. I can just play this and, like, just play normal. Just looking to give him a position that he can spend some time thinking about. B4 maybe. Because now we also have knight D3 to C5, which is another useful idea. So put more pawns on dark squares, of course. We have light square bishops, so a4 becomes an idea that he'll probably be thinking about. Like, I don't know if I should move my bishop. I mean, he has to, so it's kind of an easy decision, but okay, we have an a4 move here. And if he goes back, I think we put the pawn on a5. I mean, we could take, it forces the pawn to take, but I think the pawn on a5 is going to be a little bit better, because we want to play, like, for example, knight d3 to c5 here. So he's probably going to play knight d7, and then I think I'm just going to reroute this bishop. The knight's going to have to stay there to cover these squares. And I'll just reroute this bishop. The bishop is also going to be blocked by that knight. Okay, play something different. Okay, there's some type of zugzwang here. I don't know if it's full zugzwang, but you see what I mean? He kind of has to make way for my pieces now. Everything is stuck guarding a weakness. Knight d7 can of course be played, but it's going to be at the cost of material. So just this dark square concept is very difficult to deal with. But there's a reason I didn't start doing this when we had like 8 minutes on the clock. It's like, no, I'd rather spend 3-4 minutes, 3-4-5 minutes shuffling, making threats that are not going to win me the game. He's going to spend time. And yeah, I mean, this is over. He's probably going to take with the king, I would guess. Seems to make the most sense. It won't matter though. We can take this way. There's check here. King c5 actually hits this pawn. That's probably good enough. Obviously bishop takes is good. He'll want to play king e7 there, followed by f6. It really all wins the exact same. I guess I'll pick this. We can play c4. We don't really care about this. Notice that we're going to be able to put all of our pawns on dark squares once again, so kind of untouchable. And we have bishop f7, which is particularly good move. Let's probably adjust these all to dark squares here. Yeah, let's go like that. This is exactly what you want in a same color bishop endgame. Obviously the bishop is tied down here. Bishop b7 will lose to bishop f7. So I think you have to play this king move. Right, so then we have this bishop move. And the whole thing is just unpleasant. You kind of have to play bishop here, but then you also lose this pawn. So, I mean, I could take this and the king and pawn endgame is winning, but I think this move makes the point. I have played I have played this endgame. I don't even know how many times. I truly don't. I've been in this exact endgame so many times. In bullet, in blitz. I even pointed out my rook d2 move was a bit unfortunate here. A very sleepy move from me. The only bad move we made, just because this can happen. Now it's still okay. I would play this, but it's clearly not ideal. This is, yeah, there's no isolated pawn, so knight e4 is particularly strong. But once we traded one pair of rooks, we're just maneuvering. The knight comes to c5, and then it's just zugzwang. I mean, it's about as bad as a position can be without being down material. That was the most boring game you've ever seen. Agreed. Solid and boring, right? I would understand if you watched this game and you thought, Man, is that KNVB playing or is that Wild Hacks? Two similar styles.